The object didn't match any known material in the solar system. It wasn't on any catalog trajectory. It simply appeared, hovering silently over the Pacific Ocean, 50 kilometers wide and casting a shadow across half a continent. No propulsion, no signal, just presence. For 7 days it sat there, still, watching. Nations panicked. Satellites burned their lenses trying to scan it. Fighter jets scrambled, ships circled, but nothing got close. Any drone within 5 kilometers simply vanished. Not destroyed, vanished. No wreckage, no signal, gone. The world stopped arguing for the first time in history. Humanity stood together, staring upward. On the 8th day, it moved, not down, not away. It simply unfolded, seamlessly, like origami made of black glass and starlight, shifting in dimensions the human mind couldn't fully process. Entire physics departments lost sleep over telemetry. It was rewriting the rules of space-time just by existing. Then came the signal. It wasn't a message. It was a question. A single pulse that bypassed every firewall, every secure server, every human language, embedding itself directly into the minds of anyone who heard it. Why are you still here? People laughed nervously. The religious panicked. Scientists argued. Below whispers spread online, in forums and message boards and encrypted back channels. What if the question wasn't rhetorical? An underground research group, made of linguists, AI engineers, and retired military, started responding, not through radio, but through math, prime numbers, gravitational pulses, entangled photons. And then it happened. The object answered back, not in words, in blueprints. Buried in the data were schematics to a device no one had ever seen before. Part quantum reactor, part dimensional anchor, part something else. Instructions were precise. Atomic tolerances, time dilation parameters, even a location, beneath Antarctica, where something ancient had slept in the ice for over 20,000 years. The governments refused to act. They called it bait, a trap, but one man didn't care. Dr. Adrian Voss, theoretical physicist, war orphan, and billionaire inventor, disappeared from public view within 24 hours of the signal. 3 weeks later, every deep-sea seismic station in the southern hemisphere registered a pulse. Not nuclear, not tectonic, something else. When the world looked again, the object was gone. In its place hovered something new, human-made, angular, beautiful, and terrifying. Adrian had built the device, or activated it, or both. No one was sure. But whatever it wasn't for Earth. It was a ship, a gate, a message in return. On every screen in every language appeared the same phrase. We are not still here. We're coming. At first, the world assumed he meant humans were finally going interstellar. That Adrian had taken humanity's first step into galactic civilization. They were wrong. What came next wasn't Adrian. It wasn't even human. It was the first answer to humanity's awakening. A ship older than Earth, bearing a sigil no one could translate, and a crew made entirely of synthetic constructs. They landed, not with weapons, but with an offer. You solved the riddle. You woke the path. Now you must choose, evolve or kneel. The governments hesitated. The people didn't. Within weeks, rogue groups splintered from every nation, pledging themselves to something they didn't even fully understand. Not worship, not fear, alignment. The constructs called it the Ascension Protocol, a test of capability, not just of technology, but of will. Earth was fractured. Uprisings began. Cities rose and fell in days. Old power structures crumbled under the weight of a single truth. The universe was not empty, and humans were not alone. And yet, amidst the chaos, humanity did what it always does: adapt. From the ashes of fallen regimes rose enclaves of brilliance, fusion of construct design and human instinct, ships like none seen before, weapons that bent gravity, implants that let soldiers see milliseconds into the future. Humanity didn't just accept the challenge. They surpassed it. The constructs, watching silently, began withdrawing. Their purpose had been fulfilled. Earth was awake now. And as their final vessel left orbit, it sent one last message. You were never meant to kneel. You were meant to terrify gods. Somewhere in deep space, on the edge of a black void older than light, a new star flared into being. Artificial, deliberate, and human. They hadn't just answered the call. They'd made their own.